I think what we'll do is we'll start with who I am and where I'm from, because it's important if you're looking to elect me to be your commissioner and spend your tax money that you should know a little bit about me. First came to Sandpoint 36 years ago with my girlfriend, who is now my wife. By the way, she doesn't like to have attention drawn to her. Captain, raise your hand. There you go. So I'll be sleeping on the couch tonight. Loved the place. Fell in love with it. Came across Long Bridge. Thought, man, I'd sure love to work here. And then I found out how hard it was to find work here. About 16 years later, an opportunity presented itself, and I was recruited by a company and moved here. Got 4 kids. Been married 33 years as of July 30th, a date I'll never forget. And I have 3 kids, 4 grandkids, probably more on the way. About my business experience, because I think that's the most pertinent, because when we're looking at the commissioner job, what you're looking at is someone who has the ability to run a $55 million corporation that hopefully doesn't make a profit. My business experience, I started out with a commercial roofing company, worked my way up, became vice president, general manager, took them from 1.5 million in sales a year, business a year, to over 15 million and over 100 employees. I've got a lot of experience managing people. From there, I was recruited by the company that allowed me to live here, and I'm a commercial roof consultant. And in a nutshell, I come up with creative solutions for building owners' problems. Currently, I'm running about 24 projects, close to about $15 million of the work with roofing contractors. And if you know roofing contractors, dealing with roofing contractors are like herding cats with poor language skills and really foul mouths. So I have the ability to work with a variety of different people and solve a number of problems. I can't think of anything else I need to tell you, so I'm going to go before the buzzer goes off. Thanks.
My name is Louis Rich. I immigrated to Bonner County, Idaho, legally in 1980. Actually in May, so I've got a 36-year history in Bonner County. I'm a 69-year-old, married to the same woman for 49 years, 2 kids, 3 grandkids, and a lot of love of the life that I've lived in Bonner County since I came here. One of the differences you'll find about me and some of those that have newly moved here, I didn't move here to fix or repair it, I moved here to enjoy it. I have a 29-year history owning a small business in Idaho successfully. Put my kids through all the schools they wanted until they decided to go out on their own. And I'm proud of that economic background that I have, really understanding the economics of running a small business with an employer or 2 in Bonner County and surviving and making it profitable. I have served as a volunteer with Sandpoint Fire Department, Northside Fire Department, and Bonner County Search and Rescue for a cumulative 55 years. That's how dedicated I was to making this county as good as I could make it and being a helpmeet in it rather than somebody that was trying to tear it apart and shoot it down. I like it the way it is. Some improvements that we can afford, we need to do when we can afford them. But if it's going to raise the cost of living here for everybody around, you're going to find me holding on the brakes. I am a very fiscally conservative person. Anybody who's ever known me during the life that I've spent here will verify that to the hilt. And I won't spend the county money in any other way but conservatively, trying to get the biggest bang for your buck with the taxes you pay here, trying to participate with local businesses whenever we need to procure goods and services, spend the money here where the money is generated. I've always had that attitude as a commissioner at Northside Fire 2, which I'm in my 3rd term there. The reason I'm running is I believe there's some serious issues that are going on with the current board and the previous board regarding bad decision making, especially when the board of 3, which I've been touted as singularly responsible for several things when it requires a 2 out of 3 vote. That's kind of amazing. How could I be the only one held responsible if you didn't like what happened? And did you check the record to see how I voted? But this is me in a nutshell. Welcome your questions, and if you think that the Bonner County Board that is currently in place is doing what it needs to do, you're probably not going to vote for me, but I'll represent change and bring it back to what it was when I was a county commissioner for a total of 6 years.
Good evening. Thanks for coming. I want to thank the Bonner County Republican Central Committee for sponsoring this event. My name is Todd Sudik. I'm your current District 2 Commissioner here in Bonner County. I'm going to start to talk about my commitment to the community, both in the county and in this area that I live in, Priest River area. Over the years, I've made a commitment to public service. And I've chaired the Riverside Road Committee starting out in the mid-80s. Chaired the Bonner County School District Employee Insurance Committee, learned a lot about insurance. Sat on the Priest River High School Curriculum Committee. I chaired the Bonner Park West Improvement Committee. I'm a member of the Priest River Lions Club, member of the Priest River Airport Board. I'm a current member of the Priest River Chamber of Commerce. I spent 14 years on the Bonner County Waterways Advisory Committee prior to taking the oath as your commissioner. I'd also like to add that I'm a life member of the NRA and a fervent supporter of Second Amendment rights. So what does a commissioner do? Well, we manage the day-to-day operations of the county, which as you might expect. But part of that is managing 11 department heads in the county and ensuring that the department heads perform the job that they're supposed to do, whether it's a road department or wherever. We work with 6 other elected officials, and plus the other 2 commissioners who are elected. We work with the sheriff, our civil attorneys, judges, the county prosecutor, and this is to keep Bonner County residents safe. And we field calls from our constituents on their concerns. We get a lot of calls on roads during this time of year, as you might imagine. And most importantly, for the taxpayers of the community, we approve the county budget, and that's a big job. And I want you to know that we had a 0 levy increase this last year, so we are living within our budget. And we'll do it again this year, by the way. Okay, what makes me uniquely qualified to be the county commissioner? Well, I've been on the job for 15 months, and I know the budget process and the finances of the county inside and out. For 22 years, I was in the Marine Corps as a pilot, and I was in the command positions that gave me the experience to handle large staffs and in budgets, and I honed my decision-making and management skills in the Marine Corps, which is, you know, if you don't perform, you don't stay. As an airline captain, I was, which I did for 30 years as an airline pilot, I was in a significant position of responsibility managing crews and aircraft and ensuring passenger safety in worldwide operations. And by the way, part of that I visited 92 countries and territories worldwide. I've been a small business owner, and I've developed a solid working relationship with not only my fellow commissioners, but with the staff I work with. Come next January, I won't need any training wheels to be a county commissioner. I'm up and running in the position, and I've proven that I can manage the county in a business-like, professional, and fiscally responsible manner. I want you to vote for me, Todd Sudik, for your county commissioner to be re-elected on May 17th. Thank you.
Well, thank you for all coming out here this evening. It's kind of a big deal for you to all appear here and give your time so that we can speak to you. I'm Jeff Conley, and I'm running for Bonner County Commissioner, District 2. So my experience, I'll start with by saying that I was born and raised in Priest River, so I've lived there my whole life, almost 58 years. I schooled in Priest River. I've worked there my whole life. So I'm pretty familiar with the ups and downs of trying to make a living in Bonner County. And it's pretty important that you have a good contact with the people you're representing. To me, I have served on the Priest River City Council for almost 15 years now, and we've had a successful council and mayor there for the last 10 years at least. We've accomplished a lot, and we still are accomplishing a lot. I just think that at the county level that we need to bring some calm and common sense back to the table. I think we're a little too rambunctious on some of the things we're doing. I think that a strong planning and zoning is an important part of the county government. I'd like to see that streamlined, of course. We can always do better with our rulemaking, and I think we'll just continue to work towards those goals. Thank you.